the Bills since way back in 1973. There's a look at Bills Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Washington football team. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Allen off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
And he's in his 12th NFL season, and he's crafty, he's savvy, he's a guy who competes for the ball. 61 catches with New Orleans last year. Very happy to be in Buffalo. A big reason why? The young quarterback, Josh Allen.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 38, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line.
I like this young guy out of Ole Miss in his 3rd year with Buffalo. Prototypical size for a tight end, 6'4", 254. I thought 2020 would be a big year for him. I do think it will happen in 2021.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Breida on a toss left. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. To the air, Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing, Heineke. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Gibson. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. Gibson again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
They'll try to run with Gibson. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown of the new season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Allen going to throw. Sanders has it over the middle.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the handoff, this is Breida, and he stopped immediately there. Making the tackle there, Corn Elder. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
2nd and 10. Now Allen going to look to run it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And I do believe that sometimes as a defender, when you see read option, you're just making an educated guess because the offense feels like no matter what move you make, it turns out right for them. Sometimes it can burn you making that guess, but I think here, he said, I'm pursuing the quarterback no matter what he does. And this time, he picked the right option.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. After 7-0 on EA Sports. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. It's a jet sweep. Sanders. And a pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down. No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, Heineke.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
Heineke now.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when they... That happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw, Heineke.
Pressure comes and down he goes.
Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
And this offensive line, as we all remember, allowed 50 sacks last year, tied for the 2nd most in the NFL. They vowed new techniques, a few new players, but so far, not quite getting it done.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Here's Heineke. Got his target, Samuel.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On play action, Heineke. Going for it all.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off at the 35. Well, when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quick.
Intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Heineke to throw it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do in play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
We all saw the talent, the big plays in Minnesota, but Stephon Diggs really elevated his game in Buffalo last year. Led the NFL in catches with 127. There's another one right there. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Tackle made by Chase Young. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Allen to throw once more. Oh, he's going to go for it all. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Here's Humphries. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. It's a first down and more for Gibson.
And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's Humphries.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd and 5 now. Heineke. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
To throw is Heineke.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Carlos Basham brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a...
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
A handoff for Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson.
And finally taken down to the 25-yard line.
55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First down, Washington.
And they'll run here with Gibson.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And it's fielded at the 34.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but Cole Beasley, he's in his 10th NFL season, and in 2020, his best year yet. 82 catches, close to 1,000 yards. Loves the freedom that this Bills offense affords him.
On first down, Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. Singletary, a first down and more. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Singletary here running out of the gun. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Singletary again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Humphries. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6, Heineke. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Curtis Samuel exhibited a lot of versatility for 4 years in Carolina. Now in his first year with Washington, expect this football team to try and put the ball in his hands a variety of ways.
Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Gregory Rousseau able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the 1st down sack.
Heineke.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st down, Gibson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
From the shotgun, it's Heineke.
He gets it to Thomas. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Logan Thomas experienced a breakout season last year at the age of 29. Converted from playing quarterback, he finished 3rd among tight ends with 72 catches, and it certainly looks like his future is awfully bright.
1st down, Heineke.
Able to shake him off. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, They feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now Heineke. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd and short yardage. Heineke. Got an open man. Finds Gibson.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Adam Humphries from 13 yards out.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
Allen steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Here's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's a toss right side for Breida. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Allen. Into the hands of Singletary. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Throwing is Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Heineke's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll have a quick 1st down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Heineke on 1st down. He's got it to Gibson.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Slye.
And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that bone, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
so for Washington.
They're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.
Everything is changing. But, I'm positive about everything, so I feel like it's gonna change for the better. I was walking down the dark road, hard cold, all alone. I'm on my own, nobody better ask me for none. Remember we was sliding in that four-door Audi. When it's smoke, they get the hot and make them scary boys run. Remember when I ain't have it, if I want it, I can buy it. I ain't bragging, I can go and blow it back just for fun. If we gon' keep it real, I took a lot of L's. I know pain, I went through hell, but I still came out number. I do my own stunts, don't need a backup. Tired of feeling broke, I got my racks up. These 4 pockets full won't fold on me. How you claim me, you my dog, and then you hold on me. Nowadays, they ain't showing real loyal. I was walking down the dark road, hard cold, all alone. I'm on my own, nobody better ask me for none. Remember we was sliding in that four-door Audi. When it's smoke, they get the hot and make them scary boys run. Remember when I ain't have it, if I want it, I can buy it. I ain't bragging, I can go and blow it back just for fun. If we gon' keep it real, I took a lot of L's. I know pain, I went through hell, but I still came out number 1. I was walking down the dark road, hard cold, all alone. I'm on my own, nobody better ask me for none. Remember we was sliding in that four-door Audi. When it's smoke, they get the hot and make them scary boys run. Remember when I ain't have it, if I want it, I can buy it. I ain't bragging, I can go and blow it back just for fun. If we gon' keep it real, I took a lot of L's. I know pain, I went through hell, but I still came out number 1.
I ain't even hungry, but I ate that. I keep on winning and they hate that. And they hate that. And they hate that. I ain't even hungry, but I ate that. I keep on winning and they hate that. And they hate that. And they hate that.
Yeah, what's up?
Eat 'em up, yo.
Yeah, I was on a little diet. Let's
Eat 'em
get ready
up.
for the summer. Even if they
Eat
don't
'em
want
up,
it, we
yo.
gon' give it to them.
Eat 'em up. If I don't do nothing, I serve. Really, I'm super absurd. Got 'em all dead like purge. Leave 'em speechless, no words. Leave 'em speechless, no. Coming in first and third. Tight fit, showing my. Lights, camera, action like verbs. Going hard for my sisters. Hurry up, take my picture. Heels hurt, I got blisters. Touchdown, make me richer. I ain't even hungry, but I ate that. I keep on winning and they hate that. And they hate that. And they hate that. I ain't even hungry, but I ate that. I keep on winning and they hate that. And they hate that. And they hate that.
Yeah, what's up?
Eat 'em up, yo.
Yeah, I was on a little diet. Let's
Eat
get
'em
ready
up.
for the summer. Even if they
Eat
don't
'em
want
up,
it, we
yo.
gon' give it to them.
Eat 'em up. I could do it better than he can. Really like that, no pretend. Had to get him back just to revenge. I'ma go to Paris for the weekend. I'ma go with it for the weekend. Sports mode, cause I be speeding. No safety, I'm bleeding. I can never fumble like defense. Going hard for my sisters. Hurry up, take my picture. Heels hurt, I got blisters. Touchdown, make me richer. I ain't even hungry, but I ate that. I keep on winning and they hate that. And they hate that. And they hate that. I ain't even hungry, but I ate that. I keep on winning and they hate that. And they hate that. And they hate that.
Yeah, what's up?
Eat 'em up, yo.
Yeah, I was on a little diet. Let's
Eat
get
'em
ready
up.
for the summer. Even if they
Eat
don't
'em
want
up,
it, we
yo.
gon' give it to them.
Eat 'em up.
Only religion was the moolah. Made a couple million, hallelujah. Daddy was a tutor. Called a homeschooler. Never did homework. I was going home with the work, no tutor. Used to have enough. Grew up with the hustlers and the killers. Now I'm kicking it with Puffy in the villa. Chillin'. Click full of zombies like Thriller. Got real. About to get real. That's just how I'm feeling. That's just how I'm feeling. Duh. I ain't trying to make a living. I'm out here trying to make a killer. Stack a couple million to the ceiling. When I touch down, I'ma burn it all to the ground. Make sure the whole world feel it. That's just how I'm feeling. That's just how I'm feeling.
No, I'ma feel.
Dog, that's just how I'm feeling.
Hey, Belly, them ready? Yeah.
When I touch down, I'ma burn it all to the ground. Make sure the whole world feel it. That's
Them
just
gyal
how I'm
a
feeling.
red eye, never make right. Me, they are suffer life, them a get by. Never bow for the fame, heads high. Never come so all them a see a tail light. Been a real from the ghetto. I ain't never gon' switch, that's facts though. Can't get me out like stain. I'ma grow tough, I'ma know pain. Haters talk with a bad tongue. Can't break me, twiddly so dumb. I'ma be a giant P5 from doing it so big like Drake, I'm on one. My big box got me feeling so bossy like Lauren Hill. Me, I kill them softly. This a girl rather fi be cold and naughty. Cause if my too loyal, then it's gon' cost me. And that's just how I feel. Yeah.
That's just how I'm feeling.
That's how I feel.
Dog, that's just how I'm feeling. When I touch down, I'ma burn it all to the ground. Make sure the whole world feel it. That's just how I'm feeling. Big boss, I'm a big boss. Up north, brick ross. I got the pump that'll make you jump. Don't you ever get it crisscross. Don't you ever get it crisscross. Don't you ever get it crisscross. I got the pump that'll make you jump. Don't you ever get it crisscross. Bet against me, that's a big love. You about to find out what call. I find and I get loud. Lift off, it ain't nothing to cut the off. Stop frying, don't let it get soft. Covered in yolk. Wonder why I got the whole world this how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling.